Mentor makes obviously life. Oh, the lane, we'll see what the lanes they get because of the life stealer can sort of munch on him and stuff. But down the road, having the 6 online makes it half the life stealer to go. Anytime he goes in with open wounds to rage, you're stampeding out of there and you reset.
Not really the best hero versus life stealer on the lane though.
No. Yeah.
Definitely some life stealer does deal fairly well with Centaur, but later on it does provide you with that kiting ability versus the. I mean, I'm still going with Virtus Pro.
Yeah, for sure. I think Gambit
that's my prediction.
I think they're crazy. I think they're crazy.
This draft definitely.
I think they're crazy.
You know what? It reminds me of that Naga Ember draft. It's just wonky.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
They picked SF second. I think they're gonna have a lot of problems.
I am not going to lie though.
Yeah.
Even if Gambit had a monster draft, I would still go for Virtus Pro.
Sure, but I would not be like, whoa. Looking at this draft, I'm like, whoa, these guys, they're crazy.
But you're going, whoa, anyway.
They're crazy. I mean, I like crazy people. I like what they're doing, and I hope it works, but I think they're going to lose pretty bad. I mean,
it's always fun to see something new work, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
let's see what they can do.
This is true. Let's see what they can do. But our predictions are indeed all going the way of Virtus Pro, which leaves us with one thing. That is, I was going to say that is the Dota game.
Wow,
but we got to be patient.
So, I mean, what the good
production will go for Gambit. Don't worry.
So, they have got some good stuff. They've got the Dark Sea Spirit. That's great.
Our production is very edgy, by the way, always.
Yeah, just, going against the flow.
Countering us, yeah.
The hipsters,
yeah, definitely.
Let's see if FNG is the mastermind that's needed to make Chem work.
I mean, maybe if he stays mid and helps this SF somehow with penitence or something. I don't know.
You just sit mid and just keep Divine Favor in the SF, heal him up and stuff, you know, maybe. I don't know.
That as well.
Maybe that's the strat.
That's the way. I played Chen 2 times since he was changed.
Oh yeah. Well, how did you play it?
I just felt horrible. Overall.
Why did you play it? Like, you just wanted to try?
One game I was gonna counter a beast.
Okay.
Who just maxed axes instead.
Well, you didn't get the boar.
I didn't get the boar. And one game I felt like, alright, Chen would be really good here.
Yeah.
And then
you remembered.
Then I remembered it's not Chen. I can't take level 5 creeps level 1.
It's more like sort of Chen's disappointing brother. We're going to like Ben. This is a Ben.
The black sheep in the family.
It's Ben. This is
the brother no one talks about. The wild boy. You know, it's an imposter.
Look, he's on a rat. You know, they changed the cosmetics. They changed the hero.
Yeah. Well,
this isn't Chen.
Well, Chen was learning all the tricks. Ben was hunting girls around and just having fun.
Now he's
partying. You know. And now he's back. He's
with his drunk rat rolling around.
You know, drunken people
giving people divine favors. He hands out shots.
Yeah. Drunken people are often stronger than you think.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
I know. But they're stronger than they think.
No, they think they're stronger than they are.
Yeah, but that's what she said.
That's the problem Ben has.
Yeah.
This is, by the way, very interesting. The first wave, you can just walk next to and they still take damage even though they don't draw aggro. So, first wave is already under the tower when I pass it to last hit.
This is perfect for repeat, by the way. They dodged the life stealer with the centaur, and also they're doing well. They also dodged the dark sea spirit lane. So double win in the laning stage instantly.
Let's see if Afro Ninja can do something here. I mean, this is a second pick Shadow Fiend. I have high expectations.
So many creeps.
Oh, look at that. 6 denies, Munka Giggle. That's a lot from no one. Easy first wave, as you would expect. I mean, these are Kunker against a second pick SF. No one's in a happy place.
6 denies, 6 last. SF, how much does he have?
Where is he?
Where is he?
0-0.
Oh, he's doing fine. I mean, for an SF, so far 0-0.
Hey! Oh no, that wasn't him.
No.
He's gonna get that one.
There was no one.
The one under the
top. Here comes Ben and the boys.
Open wounds with the stone.
That's the first blood. Ben haters.
Ben is here, but honestly, this is the only way Chen works.
Last hit for Shadow Fiend.
This is the only way Chen works is if he finds golems like level 1.
You said that over there. You have to find golems.
It's the only creep that matters level 1.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best creep to find overall on Chen, but right now it's the only one that's going to matter. It's the only one that's going to do anything.
It's true. Ramses is in the pickle.
Yep, he's definitely caught in the pickle.
No, Ramses!
Yeah, Ben's on a roll.
Ben is...
And I think Immersion's also on a roll. He
Maybe
just rolled
Chen
in.
was the...
Yeah, maybe Chen was the imposter. Ben was the true
Chen
form.
was the brother that everyone liked, but
Yeah.
Ben was the true talent.
Exactly.
But he could never show
Everyone was
off.
waiting for Ben to
Yeah,
turn up on his
exactly.
massive rat, and now he has. And FNG is showing us the power. Oh,
Hey, salving.
that is good. Oh, Ben!
Ben
We've got to
again?
get the Ben cam on!
Yeah, Ben's
Roger's gone.
doing pretty well for himself. He's got the two little stone dudes. They already used
Big
their stun though.
range creep with the club.
Don't underestimate the club.
But the mid lane is a bit... Ooh.
I mean, he's got
Some lasses now,
but he's not dead.
he's out of regen. He's
Uh-oh.
also dealing with a double damage Kunkka.
Well, this is a surprise.
Is it?
No.
No.
Definitely.
Just testing. So what we're going to now, old Akul JB4. It's got 23 CS. It's got
Old Akulich. There you go.
Now, Akul JB4.
Old Akulich.
Which means what? It means shark or something.
Yeah, like
What's me?
old shark.
Old shark. Why an old? Like, does that mean something? Is it like a reference or?
Old sharks are
old
normally
sharks,
bigger.
Bigger
right.
shark.
Yeah, they keep on growing.
Really?
Yeah, for very long times.
Do sharks not have like puberty? I don't know. They have, like,
Maybe, but they,
Experienced.
They-
Old dog, you know.
Oh, isn't like a old? Okay.
I guess.
Not as in physically old. Well, I guess physically old.
Physically old, but also
Old in
old is
mind.
gold.
Yeah.
sharks are like the couriers in Dota chess.
Well,
They keep growing. If you do well, if he doesn't die.
Forever?
Yeah, they do.
but what sharks don't die? What kills a shark?
Age or people?
Why would people kill shark?
Well, first of all,
I'm
there's
going to advocate for sharks killing those people that are trying to kill the shark.
yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people
Come on,
thinking
you
that
sharks, I believe in you.
because people kill them for their fins, and then they chop off the fins, and then they send them back to sea,
Well,
and then they die, and then they drown.
No, I don't find that very
Very
nice.
sad.
Well, that's very bad from people.
It's actually super
Take
bad.
the sharks. Let's get some shark spam in the chat. Is there a shark emote? I'm sure
I
there
don't
is.
think so. Solo
Okay,
is
dead.
dead. Ben is doing
Yeah,
it.
and his golem bros.
I mean, he is.
He's just, yeah, he's just finding
Yeah,
his
well,
golems.
no, but it was that said Chen was nerfed. FNG is. He knew. He
He's on
knows.
fire.
FNG.
He does have a lot of luck with these creeps.
Oh, did you see that? Kunkka just missed the last. No one just missed the last hit. A non-contested
He's giving him
last
a
hit.
chance, you know. There is a point, you know, when you're playing mid and it's getting this one-sided.
No,
you
this
gotta-
is a dead Ramses.
I mean, look at him. The
Just
golems.
destroyed.
FNG.
So we said that
GE is a genius.
we said that they dodged the Lifestealer lane with the Centaur,
I mean, yeah, it
but I'm
looked-
not sure if that was the correct dodge.
It definitely isn't if your Chen finds like a bazillion
5
goals.
kills.
Yeah.
It's 4-0-1, I think, at the moment. Chen.
Oh yeah, he didn't miss the last hit. He missed it. My bad.
This guy's crushing it, FNG. Oh, they may have put him now, though, but got a
First hit is
stampede
here.
as well, and in they go. FNG's been
Ramses,
surrounded.
let fall. Ramses is gone.
He's dead again.
Yeah.
FNG will die because no one does come in with a rotation, but FNG,
Yeah, he's doing very well.
Recalled.
5 minutes in,
5 kill
he's got
streak.
5 kills.
I mean, yeah, you give it to no one, but no one is already rich.
Yeah, I know. Ramses, he didn't expect the FNG.
The Earth Spirit, yeah, he didn't expect Earth Spirit to be recalled by Chen.
Yeah, these little plays.
He's like,
the champion.
wait, you're not Kotl? What are you doing? How are you calling that guy?
Look at
Yeah,
this
look
guy.
at this, arcane boots
Look at him
now.
go.
He's gonna destroy them with his arcane boots. He's calling some creeps, Ramses is scouted.
FNG.
He's calling a set.
FNG!
FNG!
What up?
He's actually.
Where you at
And the
now?
stacks.
Where you at now, Redditors?
Yeah, I don't know.
Chenny's broken, can't ever play. FNG!
I was telling
He
you
says,
how
what up?
good Chen was
Look
just a
at
moment
this.
ago, and
I'm surprised. We're all surprised.
well,
You
he's
think
not
you
wrong.
can kill him? You can.
You can. What about this SF without the board? That's not,
Oh no! Where's the recall?
well, there should be a recall, but he's gonna get it. Yeah, but he's not gonna.
He's gonna get hit.
Yeah, he's gonna get hit.
Alright, they're gonna get immersion.
What's happening with SF? I think that's more fun.
There we go.
Here we go.
Wow.
I mean, still it's worth. I guess you
do
got the. You got the
FNG, he's
facts.
5-2 and 3.
He was 5-0 just a moment ago. Let's
Sure.
not jinx him.
Oh, look at this. No one. Give him a hit. Give him a slap.
X, no
Doesn't have
X.
the X to bring him back. But the Stampede, the Dukes. Old Aqua JB4, he's done it.
Aku JB. Aku JB.
Aqua JB4's played him.
I mean,
Played him like a pack of cards.
Played him like a fiddle.
Yeah. And still sits at the top of the CS, top of the net worth, no one. As SF is still going to need a bit of a boost to get himself into this game. But so far, Gambit, they have impressed. Over
by the way, Darkseer is a known player, but I can't remember his nickname. I know who he is, but
Old Aqua J before.
Yeah,
He was named that at the main casting. He's
yeah, he
had
was.
this name for a
But
long time.
Yeah, but that's like he has a name that we all know, but
Oh, what is it? No, I do know what it is. What is it? Come on, CIS offlaners.
Afterlife, maybe?
Shacklaw?
Is it Afterlife?
I don't know.
I think it's... No.
No, it's not. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, you
Have
got
a
it.
look. You're right, it is
Google it,
someone.
Gio.
Hold on. No one. He'll get the boat out. So he should be fine with the rum. Actually, no, he won't, because there's a Darkseer here. The Darkseer's going to look for the body blocks. No one's trying his best to get away, but with the surge and the Iron Shell, no one's ticking down low. He'll turn and try and hit with the tie bringer, but the water forwards there, they've got him. No one is dead.
And it's the SF that got crushed by him that takes the kill. Now that SF is actually
It
catching
was
up.
Afterlife.
That
It
was your back.
Afterlife.
Oh,
There we go.
There we go. Oh, CIS expert lizard. You doubted yourself, but you knew. You knew in your heart of hearts.
In my Slavic heart,
Yeah.
I felt Afterlife.
You could feel, yeah, you could
Yeah, I can
sense
kind
it.
of, I can kind of sense the Bratan. All right, immersion. Okay, that's good. Actually, very scary.
Oh, it is. You don't want to put that on your face. Solo. Having to deal with the FNG pressure. FNG's, it's sort of slowed down a little bit for FNG. I think he's still sitting on just level 3.
He hasn't
So-
found any of those golems anymore.
Like, he may fall off a bit.
Yeah, honestly, those golems, that RNG.
Yeah.
That's
he had a
just-
dream start.
Yeah, he had a dream start.
But he did also play very well, of course. But also,
Ooh, he stomps right back in. You kick me, I stomp you. And that is a dead Earth Spirit.
Got him.
Got him.
I mean, at least Ramsey's finding some space. Doesn't even have
Yeah,
boats, 3 raid bands here.
because he had a tough start. He didn't
Yeah.
expect the FNG plays on that top lane.
I think she gets pushed around by Roger a bit. Roger snatches that rune.
Oh, he's bringing someone in.
Yeah.
Who's he bringing in?
Maybe Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
Would make more sense,
Yep.
yeah.
And indeed it is. Immersion's in with the stun. Roger surrounded and bam. FNG.
You take our bounty, we take your life.
Yeah. Very nice indeed for FNG. I mean, Gambit still with a 1k lead. They're 10-6, 10 minutes in.
I mean, this is the Terrorblade that has suffered the most, and he's the one that needs to make some sort of a comeback, definitely.
Yeah.
He's gonna get empowered and salved here, so a good friend Roger, good support, doing all he can to bring this Terrorblade back to life.
We're getting the Radiance build again from the Lifestealer. Seems to be, does seem to be the popular one. On a lot, pretty much the majority of the Lifestealer games we've seen.
Yeah. I don't know how. I mean, it's Lifestealer versus Terrorblade. It's good that
Yep.
he's in
Yeah.
front,
Yeah.
but it's not a good matchup for Nyx, definitely. You do have like Earth Spirit to roll in, silence the Terrorblade. You have ways of initiating as a Lifestealer. I'm just wondering which way is SF gonna go? Is he gonna go for those Greaves?
Yeah, is he going to go the Greaves build?
Is he
Yeah,
going for Greaves?
looks like
he
it.
is, yeah. So they're gonna have a lot of sustain coming from that SF. Then you're gonna have Chen creeps. Perhaps you can be looking even at the push soon enough. Maybe this tier 1 on top can fall. Most likely though, Gambit is gonna slow down because they are building that Radiance on Nyx. So you usually just wait a bit
You know,
till it's done.
Bob has been doing quite good, but he's still level 4, minute 12.
Bob.
Ben, I mean.
Ben, Bob.
Who's Bob?
His brother, my bad.
They have a third brother?
Yeah, it's a hidden brother. Nobody talks about him.
Bob, Ben, and Chen.
Bob.
Yeah, the parents incredibly creative.
Definitely.
Bob, Ben, and Chen.
Nobody talks about Bob, my bad.
No.
I mentioned him. But Ben is still level 4.
Bob's actually the rat. Something terrible happened in during the IVF process.
Rat.
He came out as a mouse.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's the way Chen works. Basically, you get a lot of creeps, you create a lot of space, but you aren't really, as you're rotating, you aren't really getting a lot of experience. So
how do you fix that? Like, do you just at some point take over a lane, or do you just have to hide in the jungle and get your own creeps? Or
no, it's just something that's how the hero works, and you can't really. There isn't a single way that you can counter that you can fix that, especially because at some point you start pushing a lot, and that means you're surrounded by your teammates, so you're getting even less experience, especially if those pushes fail. Like, you can find yourself having like very low levels on a hero such as Chen. It's normal. Yeah, you can maybe farm some stacks or something like that, but you can split push as well.
Oh, we go hunting. Looking for Roger. Stampy's going to come out straight away from Pasha, looking for the setup. So they're going to see what they can catch out of this one. They've found the Earth Spirit. They get the X-Mark onto FNG, and FNG is in trouble as well. VP will strike back as Gambit did try and position themselves to start pushing down.
I love that too. Yeah, go for it.
I love how camera switched to Nikes, because that's exactly what I was thinking as well. You're forcing this fight when your Nikes is still finishing that Radiance. They are gonna find Roger here.
Are they?
So you have Skewer out. Do they have
already used the Skewer, so that's an RP for what?
I mean, the wall was used, but they did get the Magnus position 4, so it's alright.
I still have a beautifully close game at the moment. 8-11 between VP and Gambit.
Yeah.
But things are...
Nikes should have Radiance as well soon, so next time you start pushing, you're gonna have that Nikes as well.
And they've got the full pipe on Darkseid.
Nikes doesn't really care that much about the Kunkka as well. You can run him down. The only problem is this Terrorblade, but the Terrorblade right now isn't truly a problem.
No, it's going to take
horrible.
Yeah. And obviously, if Ramses does get time, he is going to catch up. He's got the Empower, but they do need the time. So we'll see how much Gambit speed up the game.
So the way you guys are talking right now, this is Gambit's game to lose.
Well, it's more because of how close it is. It's like Gambit want to do something pretty soon. It's just
like everything went well for them. Everything went well from them when it comes to the early game.
But their 3 cores are all where they want to be.
Yeah, SF got crushed. Yeah, sure, but you expected that, honestly. Like I mean, it's a Kunkka SF.
You're gonna lose the lane, but you are an SF, so he has other ways of catching up. Yeah, and he has. But
the chanting VP definitely did not expect. No. They expected to lose. They expected to win mid, but they didn't expect to lose that TV lane so hard.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
And the Shadow Fiend that had a rough time mid, he's doing fine.
Yeah, no, as we say, he's an SF.
Yeah,
like
but
this is one of the reasons why they do pick the SF second. It's obviously like Afro Ninja knows he's going to play against no one. You know, no one of, if not, some people said the best mid in the world. When you're playing against the best mid in the world, you just want to make sure you're on a hero that you're like the most comfortable. Yes, for Afro Ninja, what's his most comfortable hero? It is the SF. So you'll
and
pick
it's a hero that you can catch up with. Like, it doesn't matter how poorly your lane goes, especially if you're doing this Greaves build. You're basically a utility hero.
If you have a gen that can take care of stacking some camps.
That can call you to steal some camps and then just leave you behind. So I mean, those stacks were actually definitely worth it for them. They did give SF a few levels, which allowed him to start taking.
Well, we go for a bit of a roll in, but it's a bit of a hit and miss as that is going to be a quick turnaround with the combo. No one drops the boat down onto the Earth Spirit. The Greaves will buy some time for him. But Ninja popped. But he does still fall.
Dark Series here. We have
to 3. The Stampede. They're going to get in position with the Macropire down as well. Gambit, they've got to be careful. What I said, Pasha's actually on his own on the front. Gambit, they'll get Pasha, they'll get Solo, and no one's just got to run. He cannot stick around for this. He's going to go for the TP out. Have they got anything to cancel it? They have not. So no one will fall. As we'll see how things develop now off the back of that. Gambit's going to be able to get at least the tier 1 tower in the middle lane. As the push comes through, Gambit continuing to show us that they have an idea, they have a strat.
They have a strategy. A strategy we all doubted.
We did.
I'm looking at you, Twitch chat,
I'm
not
looking
us.
at you, Twitch
No,
chat.
not us.
I saw the LOL W's in there.
Yeah,
I saw them when that SF was picked.
Yeah, we said
I also
Gambit's got this. We believed in them.
as well.
Yeah, we predicted Gambit is going to win.
Have some
obviously, as
respect,
well.
Twitch chat.
Exactly.
Oh, there's D-Ward.
We're going to have a BKB on Kunkka. He's going to be able to just run in, create space, hit people, while the TB is in the back. Getting that Manta, actually, no, not the greatest timing, definitely. But
No, but yeah, I understand how you go against the silence and the open wounds.
yeah.
You want to get out of there, make sure you can sunder.
It's really good for Gambit that they can just call people like this. You have Lifestealer infested. Well,
Got him.
Yeah, got him almost. Almost got him.
Almost got him. They're
That's
not
really
done
good. With
pushing
that
yet, though.
recall, with that recall, you can basically call 2 people with infest. So
Yeah, no, it definitely as the game goes on as well. That's with the current Chen. That's his. That's his
Definitely. It's basically
the hand of God.
Nice sentry,
It's
but
obviously nice. It's a decent heal.
Yeah, no
But
fault.
that's the biggest players that he can do.
the biggest player is definitely the recall.
Yeah.
Because of same like with Kotl before. It's the strategical value that you get out of it.
Yeah, there's just sort of the fact that you now
mind
keep
games as
thinking
well,
of
yeah.
this repositioning globally. They can't come out as this diamond at the tower.
Nice
This is
RP.
a 3-man RP as the Requiem does come out from Alpha Ninja. In fact, Gambit, they're going to look to try and dive in and take this fight and see what they can bring down. Ramses gets the Sunder off as he's back up to 4 for now. Tahag, in the midst of it all, gets surrounded. The Lifestealer falls for VP. They've already lost 2. Alpha Ninja comes in with a double kill. He's found 3 as that's going to be VP having to back up as Gambit taking the fight. That could have gone much better for VP because they had that 3-man RP, but unfortunately it was the same time as no one dragged one out with the X-Bark and then boated that singular target that he dragged out. So instead of getting the whole combo onto the 3 of them, because the RP came after no one started the fight, it was a little broken up. In Gambit, they realized that. They got in the faces of VP, they were able to overrun them,
But
and
they
they're winning
definitely
these
didn't combo that very well.
No.
And these Greaves honestly helped them a lot. I feel like
I like this as well because I feel like one of the problems with SFs is you see them get the Greaves and then they just keep jungling.
Yeah, but this is
getting
a
the
team.
Greaves and they're going.
This is a team that knows how to utilize those Greaves.
Yeah, they're playing an exact. This is how a Greaves SF should work. I can guarantee if you see a Greaves SF in your pub, he's not going to play like this.
No.
He'll get the Greaves and then he'll just sit AFK.
The problem is not only in your honestly. The problem is not only in your Greaves SF. It's in your team.
Yeah.
Like he cannot go alone with those Greaves and push. You need to gather up around him.
And they're playing it perfect.
Yeah. So when you're itemizing, you have to think about the strategy that you're itemizing for. And
This could be the comeback fight, though.
Yeah.
RP is not yet up.
Well,
It's something that they need.
Pasha is not there. He does have a port. He needs to get there.
30 seconds before that RP is up.
There's macro pyre here too. If they got it, they do have it.
Michael Player Ice Pack.
The high ground on top of Solo. Solo will tell the ice bar, but the rage, there's no trouble for Dad.
Yeah, the macro pyre is now used outside of the pit. There is a smoke and blink on Magnus. Maybe he's gonna try and snatch this.
It should be like 5 seconds before that RP is back up, so they have definitely got a shot.
No, it's longer than that for the RP, isn't it?
No. It was 30 seconds just a minute ago, and yeah.
He's got it, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like rush is so low.
If he can time it.
Oh, crashes in.
All on the man.
Terrorblade is not going to be there.
On the left. Oh, but he didn't go for it.
No, they
didn't go for it. So that's going to be a free Roshan and Aegis for Gambit.
Well, Terrorblade got some farm, at least some space.
Yeah.
He's getting towards that BKB. I mean, it's not perfect, but
He still feels very poor.
he
He's
is.
second highest net worth, but he feels like he just.
I mean, it's a Terrorblade. He farms very fast with those illusions of his, and you want him to be on top of the network charts. Like he still caught up to Knights. He still took him, but it doesn't matter. He needs that Skadi. Besides that BKB, obviously. it's gonna. I mean, I still think VP can take this game if they go late.
Sure.
If they
They've got a
don't
team, they've
crumble
got
right now.
Magnus, yeah.
But the problem is they're hunting. Gambit is hunting.
Yeah, I mean, Gambit's just playing so well.
Yeah.
They really are. As we said, this is a draft that
Yep.
you needed to have a plan, and FNG, the mastermind, he had a plan, he had a strategy, and he's executing.
But look at this now.
Yeah.
There's Kunkka exactly on the bottom lane split pushing. There's Centaur on the top lane, and then
Yeah.
Jakiro almost died mid, but he almost died because he used macro power in the river, so that the creeps die. And because of that, they can't really
push.
capitalize with this Aegis right now, at least.
Yeah, they're going to have to sort of...
Yeah, they have to catch someone on these side lanes, and they can because they do have that Chen. And if they do catch someone on the side lanes, you can instantly recall a person like this and get this Mr. Solo that's solo trying to outpush the creep wave.
Still though, if he dies, it's still more space in the side lanes. And he will
exactly.
die, but
Exactly, but at least you have this Chen that recalled you there. It's not like you wasted your
True.
time.
No, you're not using TP, you can instantly go back to farming.
Yeah. So that's the power of that recall. It just makes the game easier.
can he do something? There's an ult available, a pipe, a TP. Oh, he's running. He's got a whole bunch of trouble following him though.
Chasing.
Oh, he's
Who's
running
gonna
back
man
into
up?
him.
Let's go, Pasha. You got this, man.
Oh,
Almost.
There's nothing
Almost.
you can do there.
Almost got him.
I'm not sure if we can say space there, because I think that space, like, they would have gotten anyway. And the Terrorblade is so forming the jungle.
Has got his BKB now on top of the man to Ramsey, so he's going to feel safer and safer.
And again, Solo.
Solo, at least macro power. Come on, bro. There we go. You just macro power there. Ice Path takes way too much time. That macro power would have killed these creeps.
It would have.
Yep. They still get this tower either way, but I suppose he'll be up for the high ground defense.
Yeah.
No, it really is just quite our Gambit playing quite fast enough to be able to end this game before the Terrorblade's going to be able to defend, and because Ramses has that BKB in the Manta, it's going to be hard going high ground. Like that is the thing. Like Gambit, they've had a great opening to this game, but Ramses, he's catching up as expected because he has that Empower bonus. He's second highest in the net worth, and it is on a timer. It really feels like for Gambit. They have to try and close this out within the next 10 minutes. Otherwise, this TB is just going to take over the game.
Yep.
And the later it goes, TB and Kunkka are going to have a field day against these heroes on Gambit.
Trying to
definitely agree with
outpace Virtus Pro. Definitely a Gambit.
Yeah, definitely Gambit. SF is itemizing in a very good way too. We have a port, we do. Alright, there's no way of stopping him. SF is itemizing really well, so he's gonna be hitting super hard too, eventually. So it's not all on that Nyx. And overall, I don't know, level 25 Kunkka is quite scary too, with the new cleave change.
It is.
His talent.
It is, yeah.
So, we're far away yet.
We are. We are.
I don't know, I still feel that FNG, with his jump plays, is doing so much in this current game. Here we go. They basically resummoned Earth Spirit with the Nyx, and strategically this is so good if you are Gambit.
Yeah, it makes it very hard for VP to sort of go out and pick a fight for themselves, because they really have to bear in mind the way that Gambit is sort of shifting and sliding all across the map.
It's amazing that they aren't feeding constantly across the map. I mean, we saw Jakiro die mid, and we saw Centaur die top, but it's amazing that they aren't dying more often.
No.
And they're still split pushing, you can see with plays like this one. You kill the creeps, there's a double damage.
That would be nice for Gambit if they can get something done with this. But as you said, VP are just sort of with these players, and even when they lose life, they're just making it so it's very hard for Gambit to get grouped up as 5 and push up towards the high ground.
They're just buying themselves more and more time.
All the time in the world for Ramses to fall. Oh, that is the worry for Gambit. It's only going to get harder from now.
And even if they would try to go high ground right now, that RP is still going to be...
Yeah, it's not easy. It isn't easy.
Yeah.
Like, it is incredibly difficult for Gambit to end this game.
They got to try though, right? I mean, this is something
It's
that
so
they
weird
have
that you're very pessimistic towards the team that's winning, and also.
Yeah, but
it's about their draft.
They're five,
Yeah.
you know, 5k ahead
Yeah, not
against
really.
this late
Yeah.
game lineup. It's you know, so already like Gambit has
we gotta
impressed.
see
like,
more.
Well, he's going
much better.
MKB actually on Turboblade. He went Dragonlance and he's going MKB afterwards, which
I
is
guess there's a
little
Radiance
bit of a
on
difference.
Radiance on life.
Yeah, that, you can outrange him definitely,
Oh sure, yeah. I guess you're not normally in
No.
range with it, so
and the MKB is going to help.
yeah.
He's going to be a glass cannon though, I think, right? You have the BKB though.
He's gonna be BKB and Manta.
BKB and Manta, yeah.
But yeah, you're right. He's not got no Skadi, not sort of extra.
After all, who's gonna control you? That's the question. Like, it's not like
No.
you need to tank up super hard. You're playing versus Radiance, Manta. You're not playing versus Abyssal Desolator, something that's gonna kill you by the time you.
Yeah, the only hero that
yeah.
really hits hard is the load. Because I mean, with the SF with his abilities, he got any sort of damage item. We'll see in a bit as mid lane.
Yeah, SF is going for Butterfly as well.
going
So,
for Butterfly.
Yeah, so SF is gonna hit hard too, but you have the AC.
You're gonna hit harder, you know.
Yeah, you're definitely
You're
gonna
gonna stand
hit
there with the Metamorphosis, have the MKB, and the SF won't be able to stand there and trade blows with you when you got the BKB popped.
There aren't many heroes that can trade with
No,
TV.
not with the Terrorblade.
Yeah. And the Empower.
Yeah.
He's gonna be hitting for like
Yeah.
400 damage. It's
That's crazy. Well, we are at the breaking point.
It's you know, a lot of it for Gambit is they've got to try and outwit,
Yeah.
catch VP out with these sort of recall plays. But you know, as you said, Liz, we've been seeing recently, you know, these last 10 minutes, VP have just been playing, you know, classic VP, just very smart,
Yeah.
just not getting
Yeah.
caught out unless it's beneficial for the game state as a whole.
Yeah, even if they die, it's like some solo dying or a
It's
centaur. That's
Doesn't
like
matter.
it's whatever centaur dies on their side of the map, completely shoved in their top lane. So
Because-
he dies, but you can't rotate after that. You
And,
can't do
just
anything.
look at this. Look at the sentry wards on VP's half of the map. They've made
The
sure that
whole map.
yeah,
it's
there's
crazy.
No vision.
There's
You're
no
not gonna
vision
catch us.
from Gambit,
Yeah.
and you can feel that because Gambit haven't been able to cross. They're going for a bit of desperation play now. They're smoked up. They're like, we don't have any vision. We have to just get over on this half of the map. It's a risky play, but
You have to
they
smoke
have
up.
to do it. They have
There's
to do
no
it.
other way. It's not super risky for them, honestly. I still don't think that.
Yeah, because they are still strong.
Yeah, they're still strong. It's not like VP is gonna punish this super hard.
Sure.
As VP is just farming still. They're
But
happy.
it's sort of risky to sit there. Are they going to find it?
Oh, they didn't find him. Actually, there was a blink from Darkseer, I believe, with the
He
vacuum
got
on the
vacuum,
trees.
it
Yeah.
was just it was so close.
Didn't
it was
catch
so
him.
close. But it's hard, yeah, because yeah, you're sure they can go over the smokes and they won't get punished, but are they going to find someone? It's
switched up.
a hit and miss.
He tricked us. He switched
Yeah.
up. He's going for Skadi. I was wondering, like, you have Magnus. He's going to empower you. You're going to have damage, and with that Skadi, you're going to slow the Knights down too. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I sure guess what. Yeah, with the D-Lance, the Skadi, you hit him from a mile off, and he can't close the gap. By the time he's in your face, he's dead. Or he's severely
Roger
hurt.
was scared there. He felt that Radiance burn.
Yeah.
Instantly skewers out ports. Love how Darkseer runs.
They couldn't get the smoke.
That's
Next
fabulous.
step
Yeah.
It
is
looks like
comes
wearing
in
some
about a
sort of,
minute.
ABBA costume.
Skates. He looks like he's skating. That's how it looks to me. You know, like,
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Like, it's
yeah, the way you shove
the
the air when you
balance.
skate. Yeah. I mean, rollerblades. No, that's what I mean.
Next
Oh,
step in the game
roll.
is Roshan up soon.
Oh, Yules is there though.
Perfectly
They
timed.
captured
Well,
him
the
with the
BKB's there.
Yeah, do they have a basher or anything?
They've got
No, they don't.
nothing through the BKB, so
He did teleport on the way home, so it's going to take a little time before he gets here.
yeah,
But Roche is not
quite
spawned
up
yet.
yet, so he's
Yeah, he's gonna have that
40
BKB by the time Roche is up. Well, more or less.
Yeah.
He's gonna have it for the fight,
Yeah.
I suppose.
And VP's calls are very hard to kill now. No one's just hit the 20, so he's got the 25 strength talent on the Kunkka, and the Skadi's finished
So
on round
I think the next fight is going to be around here, so around this high ground. It's very important for Gambit if they want to take that rush. You see the,
And the-
circle?
the-
Yeah, this is it. This is their area now.
Yeah.
You cannot leave this area. Rush is about to spawn. You take this, you ward it up. The team that has vision on that cliff,
Yeah.
on that high ground, is a team that's in a big advantage.
And
There's
it's
loads of sentries, no observers though.
Yep. I mean, Virtus Pro have the vision because they're there, right? So
Yeah.
they see them coming.
And with that amount of sentries down, they know that there's, they know that pretty much Gambit's going to have no vision on their half
Yeah.
of the map. So
Oh,
they're
actually,
not worried about Gambit
he's going for
invading.
Shivas as well now, next.
I mean, they're going to be also tanky, especially with the Centaur. He has the completed Aghanims. So it's so hard now to kill any of VP's lineup.
He has Aghanims.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Gambit is playing the sustain game. Nyx went for Shivas. I mean, yeah, you're gonna damage the illusions and all, but is it gonna be enough, I wonder?
Smoke time with, if they do well, reward is Roshan.
Alright, yeah.
And they find Chen.
Oh, Chen is
Oh
caught.
no, FNG.
Oh, Terrorblade. Into Ice Path.
Into Macropyre as well.
Oh, that's a disaster.
Oh,
Poor
yeah.
man. That's...
Oh dear. So, well, Gambit, I said, they had a great start. It looked it was really nice. I was impressed. I was impressed.
They did really well.
But it was always going to come to this point, where they couldn't end the game.
It's always come to that
TB,
point in which Roger Magnus catches 3 people out.
he's going to find the opening.
Yeah.
I mean, and it is very
Doesn't
hard
that
for Gambit.
Nyx with Shivas look silly right now? We have Radiant Shivas running around. I mean, it's a great build versus TB versus Illusions, but I guess what can you do as a Nyx? I don't know. I would have rather seen him go right click, but yeah.
But I think the approach that Gambit took was a different one. And
It was different. It was interesting. It caught
definitely
VP
is.
off guard.
So yeah, Ramsey's had a slow start, but maybe if they didn't have the Magnus this game, Ramsey's would have been unable to catch him as quick as he did, and then sort of this strap from Gambit
And the way
would have had the chance to close the game before Ramsey did catch up.
The way Virtus Pro spread this game out, like prolonged it, that was amazing.
Ooh, that Chen just called the life stealer into the middle of the fight.
It's a good wall, though.
Ramsey's by his side. Immersion's going to get dragged back by the Xbox into the turn. There'll be a buyback from FNG. Buyback as well from Immersion. They're going to look towards no one. No one is being focused. He's been left behind as well by the rest of his team, so no one will fall. They'll get the conquer. It's cost them a couple of buybacks. If they can get anything more, they'll look towards Roger. They have the Stampede backing him up for now, so he'll be able to get himself all the way to safety. Able to blink out too. Pasha is being chased by Immersion.
He has a roll coming. No stones, though.
Tries to go for the prediction, but Pasha, nice hoof stomp there to keep the distance. Rolls over there to continue chasing, but Pasha
There's no stones.
will TP out, and there's no stun to catch him.
Oh.
So very well played by VP there. Losing only Kunka, getting out, forcing some buybacks. Did they get the side in the end? I didn't really see.
No.
No? Yeah.
And because they waited so long to pull life stealer back, he was able to push back bottom lane as well, so all the lanes are pushing in.
Double damage though.
Ooh.
This could be something.
But so as you say,
I mean, you give double damage to who? SSF doesn't hit hard, the Nyx doesn't hit hard. Yeah, I swear the
There's
the
no
best thing,
damage.
the best thing that they've got is that illusion that they get from Darkseer. Once you use the wall.
That is
the
easily
most damage they get.
It really is. They don't have any right click on it.
I respect the magic damage idea behind the Radiance build for the Terrorblade illusions and whatnot, but I don't know, it doesn't seem to be working.
But I mean, you can just feel it and you can see it. They missed their timing, Gambit. They built towards a certain point of the game, and that certain point of the game's over. They need to somehow adapt and sort of find an extra item. But the problem is with the way that VP's taken over the map and the rate that Ramses is farming, by the time they have an extra item, Ramses is going to have an extra 2 items.
If they can find kills like these,
he might be.
He's got the Aegis and he's got the backup of Roger, so he's not feeling too threatened at all. He'll turn with
That's how he feels.
Immersion's going to fall. BKB's popped by Ramses. He'll turn towards Dahak. Dahak's got to start to retreat now because the rest of the VP's coming in. The Sunder's there, bringing Dahak's life down low. He's able to keep the distance though. Dahak will survive for now. Roger's going to keep himself hidden with the Shadow Amulet. Ramses does get dragged back into the wall. On the side of it, no one comes in with the boat combo crashing down. It's going to be slightly off the mark. But it's having to run back the BKB and the Hand of God, keeping him alive. And with the Search Afro Ninja, will manage to escape. Ramses getting focused once again as Dahak's tried to come back into the fight. But with the rage wearing off, he's dragged back by the X-Mark. Ramses still pummeling into him with the Metamorphosis. They will pop the Aegis, as the Aegis is now gone from the Terrorblade.
Can someone kill that illusion?
yeah, that Darkseer illusion is doing so
like the
much.
Skadi as well. Like that illusion was alive the whole time.
And Afro Ninja does dodge the skewer. He is running, but Ramses is on top of him. The Skadi slow coming into play. Sapphire Ninja will fall. They do manage to get the Jakira on the back of it all, but Ramses is ready to turn back in to look towards Dahak. Dahak can't right-click war this
They can't kill
Terrorblade.
each other. Like there's no damage.
They're trying to go for the easier kills, but FNG gets surged away. They get a Who Stomp out onto the Darkseer. They do have buybacks on Gambit if they want to try and do anything to come back in on this, but as soon as that rage wears off, no one could look for the S-Spot, but the Hack's able to juke him, get behind the tree, so he's out of there. FNG won't be quite as lucky as VP find him hiding around by the tier 2. As they will not want to continue this fight, Gambit.
No.
They've just got to get the 2 survivors out of there. Again, VP able to take a successful team fight. Again, Ramsey survives. He's nearly level 25 on the Terrorblade and still sitting a clear 5k ahead of the net worth of the
That was a very successful fight for Gambit as well.
Very successful. They just all died.
It
Bought
was,
back.
yeah, I know, it was a trade. No, there's only one person that bought back. That was the Jakiro. He came back and died again.
I mean,
it was at least a trade. It could have been way worse.
I mean, they're going to lose It's just
They
pretty
just
bad.
lost the game, but it was a very good
Hey,
fight.
it was a pretty bad fight.
No,
That was the best fight they could have
Yeah.
hoped for.
Which was-
if there was gonna be if there was gonna be a chance, this would have been it.
Yeah, definitely. The RP only won. The ball hit Ramses. Ramses died.
They got a
Okay,
great
just,
illusion on Ramses' Terrorblade that did loads of damage because nobody killed it forever.
I guess it's something.
Every little bit counts. Oh, go back in.
Looking for the
RP.
RP. He's going to get it just onto the one. And that won't be good enough for
Pasha sorting out just in front of them.
gets away as well.
No, however,
Oh, they might catch the Kunkka.
he has no BKB.
He's dead.
No port. He's
Second
dead.
time he's left for the Wolves.
They're gonna get him. He's gone. No one is the one left behind.
Yeah,
Does buy it before he falls. He completes the Daedalus.
I mean it's no one gets left behind, right?
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, that's funny.
It's no one.
It's no one.
Yeah. He makes this job a bit harder, I guess.
Orchid.
Or kid on who?
Alpha Ninja.
Who's he gonna
For
silence?
Bloodthorn. Maybe. Bloodthorn for the Terrorblade or something.
Terrorblade's got a Manta and a BK.
Afterwards, maybe. I don't know.
I guess.
Who else can you use it
I
for?
mean, there's like, as I said, no question. This game is very hard for
Yes.
Gambit. There's
I'd rather see an MKB, but he's not truly hitting in these fights.
no,
He's just running away.
It's just the
That's
nature of the heroes, the nature of the farm, and the itemization. The game at this point is it feels almost impossible for Gambit. But we'll see what they can sort of bring together. Is that nearly a refresher orb, I think, on the Centaur? Something's going to
I
happen.
wouldn't be surprised. He has Aghanim's.
Yep.
Should be close.
There we go. Yeah, I
There you go.
refresher, ready to go.
yeah.
Nobody's gonna take any damage for the entirety of the fight.
Yep. Damage the reduction is gonna be real. Plus, you can run around them. You can juke the snipes, kite him even harder.
MVP, the nice thing is they don't have to rush, you know, they can just take their time. They don't...
I mean, Gambit, they can still rely on Darkseer to make that Terrorblade illusion.
So yeah, the Darkseer wall.
Yeah.
I mean, that Terrorblade illusion definitely worked out. That's
Maybe if you're all about that, maybe he needs to get an Aghanims on the Darkseer.
Aghanim's and the double wall talent.
Double wall talent.
yeah.
What level double wall talent? 20?
25?
Is it 25 or 20?
I think it's
Refresher
25.
Orb and Refresher Shard. And Terrorblade illusions through all the walls.
create-
How many walls do you get? You get
You get...
triple double walls?
Yeah, so six walls.
6 walls?
That's 6 walls. Quick maths.
Yay!
6 walls.
6 Terrorblades.
That's, I mean, that
How
could
many-
literally win you the fight.
Yeah, how many
No way able to
Terrorblades
do
can
that.
Terrorblade make? Not 6.
I don't know, actually, if you're spamming...
What's the max you can get?
Yeah.
Is it like
Yeah,
3 or
yeah.
4?
No, more than that. Yeah,
More.
if you keep using it off
At
quarter.
least 5.
I mean, he's got a Manta style
And
as
if he has
well.
Arcane Rule,
Yeah,
like
if he's got a
does,
Cane Rune, he can make probably...
Definitely a lot
amount
more.
of illusions.
We'll say infinite, yeah. Close.
Alright. And yeah, with the Manta style, he'll beat 6. That is.
Right, the level of Darkseer is 21, so he's not there yet.
No,
I don't think he's ever gonna be, but here's for the hope.
maybe, just maybe.
Maybe.
Almost 25
What's
on the
some of
life
other
stealer.
talent? I can't remember. I would always take that wall just for the
I
lols.
don't know what the other talent is.
Oh, look at that Knights. Oh, God.
He's got to run.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's
There's an
going for
MKB,
the
yeah, there's an
tower, though.
MKB. That last fight he didn't have it, I believe, on
No,
TV.
yeah, you just...
Yeah, so he couldn't even hurt. Oh, there's a smoke up. They're gonna see a wall soon.
And you just wall the TB, get a TB illusion.
He doesn't even have an. He just doesn't.
There we
care.
go. There's the wall illusion.
Dude, look at how much damage that illusion does.
TB illusion. That is what could carry.
Come, micro it!
Here we go. It's still hitting them. It's still hitting them. But the Stampede's out.
Oh, he died.
And they've lost F&G. Immersion will roll away.
Who cares about FNG? They lost the illusion.
Yeah, they lost
They did. That's the big.
That's the problem.
That's the big one.
More
They're trying to get in there. Surge up, raging as well. There's the second Stampede, keeping VP alive as the rage will now finish. The Hag's gonna get RP on the high ground. Gets a couple of them.
Yeah, there's no follow-up right now.
There's a look to be as Alpha Ninja though, just get the BKB and the Requiem off in the midst of it all. He is turning towards no one. No one's actually getting pretty low as the Kunkka will fall.
Yeah.
Gambit get the Kunkka.
There's
The
no
Hag,
meta as well.
he's chasing Ramses. Ramses got Sunder in a couple of seconds, but he's silenced and he's already used the man to the BKB, the Orchid.
They got it!
It's doing it. They're doing it. They've defended.
I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very
They
well
did
played.
lose the racks.
Sure,
but
they did lose, but
they
they
did
defended.
manage to kill two
that's
quarter
amazing.
VP.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Amazing call.
That's 4K gold.
And only one death, well, 2 deaths on their side, as in only Chen is the sacrificial lamb. Nobody else died on the side of Gambit. That is good.
And Rush is up.
Well, look at that damage done by the Terrorblade, though. That's a lot of damage. But he's dead.
Shouldn't you go Rush right now if you are...
Force the buyback, then go Roche.
Yeah, Roche is up.
Maybe.
That's always
great.
problematic. If you force a buyback...
Because then he's buyback.
Yeah, then he's...
He's like, oh,
alive.
that's a
Then
good
he can-
idea.
then he
I'll
can
buy
fight
back.
you.
Nice one, buyback.
Now that they're up, maybe they'll even contest that
Yeah.
Rush. Oh, look at those.
I love AoE Surge. Looks so good.
Yeah, these creeps just keep on coming. Just leave the Arcs here in the base to send more creeps.
Dude, with the Hex on the Darks here, maybe, if they get on top of the Terrorblade,
I mean, they suddenly have ways of winning this game. They have the tools that are necessary to take down the Turbo.
it's hard.
He's
They
not
don't
that invincible
push fast,
target
though.
anymore. They don't, but maybe, yeah, I mean... I think that RP wasn't really that great. They lost the metamorphosis. They were careful, waiting. By the time they RP'd, they had no meta, and then it didn't even matter. You had no damage in it. No follow-up whatsoever.
Smoke out of the base.
Oh, yeah. There's no buyback on Kunkka. But basically they're smoking up because they're worried Gambit is taking Roche.
Yeah.
So you instantly have to go there. Maybe he's gonna torrent now or something.
No, I can see the smoke.
They see something.
Worth noting as well, we talk about the new 25 on Kunkka, but he takes the Ghost Ship fleet over the
takes the fleet.
Tidebringer damage. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Even though he has Daedalus and whatnot. Very interesting. But, yeah.
I mean, obviously the fleet is great, but a little surprised. I felt that he's 60% Tidebringer. That's a lot of percentage. It's a lot of percentage.
That's just 60% sounds so scary.
Yeah.
You have the cooldown reduction on SF as well. That's another big percentage. So he's gonna be able to Bloodthorn Greaves all the time.
Is this something they should try to stop from happening?
It's hard to do. I mean, they take it so quick with the damage that VP has.
And they have to go in, use Shiva. Shiva's
And that's it gone. Oh, the hack on the refresher shard. He was able to get in and steal the refresher shard, but Roger getting the catch outside of the pit, dragging them back into the hands of his teammates. That's going to be 3 dead on Gambit.
Yeah, TP out for him.
And the celebratory fleet just
Oh, yeah.
was there.
Roger just keeping his eye on the ball there. Sees the chance, and they've
He
obviously
saw Knight
cheesed
run
the
in.
Aegis.
He predicted that everyone is going to be behind him.
Yeah. Who's the refresher? Oh, the Darkseer. The
Darkseer.
More
It's
Darkseer.
on cooldown for another 70 seconds, so are they actually gonna live
He
with
can
more
just use
70?
it now, so he's got it for the defense.
Yeah, he yeah.
Remember Hex instead of Refresher and Agonist though. Shame on him.
I mean, if you can get a double Hex off, there's one. There's a vacuum. He's getting hit now. They are going to try and roll forward, start the fight off.
The
and
fleet
they
is
do.
gonna control him.
Already, the Jakira falls. There's the refresher. Can he get down the wall? Get that wall down, sir. He can't. The stomp's in place.
And no buyback.
There's no buyback for the Darkseer.
just
Immersion
used it.
being chased here by VP. He'll try and roll up to the high ground. The
Cannot.
Empire
So
drags
hard.
him back to Hag, surrounded. He's trying his best to hit into the center, but Ramses keeps Pasha alive for a little bit with the Sunder. Ramses himself did sacrifice a lot of his health, but with 2 permanently dead on Gambit, they don't feel too worried of 2. Who's the Aegis? Hang on.
Buyback for Kunkka.
Oh,
Nice pop!
Oh, but he's got the
Fire
cheese.
Dream!
and indeed so is there with the setup.
With the bug.
Blocks. Alpha and NJ will fall as well.
No retreat sir.
Knights comes back, but there isn't a lot he can do on his own. And this should be game. This is definitely where we see Gambit finally succumb to the power of Terrorblade.
But they certainly gave it a good shot, Gambit.
They really
Did this game. This is against VP, and
once again.
can the hat carry this? 1v.
He's trying. He has that
1v5.
Shivas. Like he's a hard kill, so.
I mean, he's drawing them away from ending the game.
Yeah, he's killing some creeps at the same time.
They're keeping it all. FNG though.
FNG dead.
Rest in pepperonis. And that is the tier 4 going down. VP is called, and VP will take this game 1. But hats off to Gambit.
Definitely. That early start was spot on for Gambit.
They had an idea. I think that is something that I think against any of the other teams in this regional qualifiers, it would have crushed them. You know, they were playing really well, very fast, and even you saw VP, they had to adapt, they had to settle down, play ever so cautiously.
Yep.
You can almost feel, you know, VP, they went to full VP mode. There was no.
They were like, wait a second.
So
okay,
in sync.
we're gonna play it.